Hi everyone, this is Andrea from Telegraphy and Tarot. Thanks for coming on my channel. So today we're going to do a pick a card. This will be pile 1, this will be pile 2, and you can choose between the number or the charm that I have. So this is a beautiful shell, I guess dove or bird in flight. I don't know if you can see it. All right, and then pile 2 is a beautiful little brass elephant. You can choose between either the items that I have here, either the bird or the elephant, or the number of the cards, which this will be pile 1, this will be pile 2, and then we'll see what message you have from Spirit. I'll see each pile. So hi, pile 1. You picked this beautiful shell of a dove or bird in flight here. So we'll leave it here during your reading so you can see it. Okay, and I had already pre-shuffled. I shuffled some cards. I got some spirit cards for you and some oracles. So we'll pull those first. Then I will do a spread of tarot, and then we'll get into your message. There were several cards that came out instead of just one, so I'm pulling them. I feel like there's a reason for everything. So the first card that came out was the Mountain. And with it came out the Stairs. So I feel like we're going to read both of them. There may be a reason for them to come out. Okay, so I'm going to put them here during your reading, and then we'll read them at the end to see how it pertains to it. Okay. I also pulled a angel card, healing angel card, which says, a tremendous transformation is occurring in your life and in our world. Heaven and earth are uniting, and spirit and matter are working as one. Your heart and mind are balanced, living and loving in harmony. Archangel Uriel. Beautiful message. So I'll leave that here. And then there were several cards that came out. Usually I only pull about 3, but you have extra. I'm going to read them and we'll put them here. It's Let Your Dreams Be Wings. Be Your Wings. Never Stop Growing. I Am Patient and Kind. Remember that you are amazing. And enjoy the beauty of becoming. Love those messages. So we'll leave them here. I'm going to pull right now an mood energy card to see what the mood is. Wow, this one just wants to come out. Okay. It didn't even let me shuffle. Optimism. Beautiful card that wants to come out. That's great. So we'll leave that out for you. I'm going to pull some overall energy cards. And then we'll see how they all pertain to your reading with tarot. It just gives an overall energy of what the reading will be about. This is for pile 1, Spirit. This is for pile 1, Spirit. What message do they need to know? This is the dove or bird in flight. We have karma, balance, and justice. And receive, open to receive. What a great card. Okay, I love that. Let's see if we're going to make room. Okay, that's a great start. And I'm going to pull tea leaf. For pile 1, Spirit, thank you. Thank you. For pile 1. Woo. Okay. So the cards that came out for pile 1 is door. Opportunities are waiting for you. Rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. That's an interesting card. Not sure how that's going to pertain to the reading. Handshake, a meeting with a stranger could be important. Box, you will receive a gift. Great, that was saying open to receive. Grasshopper, situations in the balance that require careful handling. Situations in the balance that require careful handling. Okay, very cool. All right, I'm going to pull one of these first. This is a tarot deck. Okay, Spirit, what message do we need to know for pile 1? Ten of Cups, lovingly complete. This is really like the family card or just you feeling content and happy. Beautiful card. Emotional, okay. Four of Swords, earned rest. This is when someone's recuperating, taking a rest. This person looks like they've worked really hard and now they're resting under the tree. Okay, I love that, how modernized these are. The Fool, fearless beginnings in this deck. Love it. And Seven of Wands, all in and determined. This is great because this is someone who has to defend their beliefs and they have to defend it, stand their ground and go for it. And I'm noticing like this Fool, you know, going up the mountain for new beginnings, something you've never done before. This is great. At the bottom of the deck is the Star, which is bright opportunity. It's also a wish fulfillment. So these are going to be really good cards. So some of these, this deck has a little bit of nudity, so I might have to cover some of the cards. Okay, Spirit, this is for pile 1. Let's see what their message is. I'm going to put them over here for you so we can have space. Ten of Cups. The Fool. So something is making you very happy. You've worked really hard for. Opportunities are waiting for you. What is the overall energy for pile 1? This is the bird pile. Okay, you're putting 2 out. So we're starting with the 9 of Pentacles and the 5 of Swords. And this is interesting how they came out together. Okay, so again, which was the 5 of Swords and the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is someone who's very independent. It's the single person. It's someone working on their income. They're working on their status. And they're doing something on their own, okay? Like to live luxuriously, and they do so because they work really hard for what they have, okay? So this could be, this is the overall energy. So maybe there's a situation here that you want to do something independently or something on your own. However, there seems to be some sort of conflict, okay, with the 5 of Swords. Now, the conflict, we'll try and find out what that could be, what this conflict could be. And maybe this is just, you know, the overall energy is, this is what the challenge is that there is conflict in this independence, okay? Now, the 5 of Swords could, you know, sometimes this person wants to win at all costs. And that's what this was saying, that this is all in and determined. So anyone who gets in your way, you're determined for something in particular here. Maybe, you know, your goal is, this is what your goal is. Let's just see. I'll leave it on the side as the overall, as the overall energy. And then we'll try and see what the challenge to this is. Thank you. The Emperor. This could be a boss. This could be a plan, okay, the Emperor, a strategy, the law. Okay, so there's something going on here that we'll try and figure out what this is. A father figure, someone who's very wise, okay. This could mean many things. Let's pull some cards out more, and then we'll go do clarifiers to find out what we're talking about. What is the focus for pile one? What is the focus? The King of Wands, taking an action, following your passion with something, okay? This is taking an action, being a leader, okay? Being confident. This is what the focus is. What is the past? Past energy for pile one. Thank you. Queen of Pentacles. Again, this is having the confidence. Queen of Pentacles is very independent, very generous and stable, okay? Now, what's interesting is the Nine of Pentacles is working their way up to this King and Queen, all right? So it's interesting that it's past energy here. So that's interesting. Let's keep going. Strength or weakness. And we'll pull clarifiers to find out what we're talking about here. So I am going to cover this body. And this is the sun. So your strength or weakness is the sun. So this could mean a couple things. The sun usually is like the brightest card. It is the brightest card in the tarot deck. And it means pure joy and bliss and content and happiness. This could be a strength, okay? Or it could also mean a child. Sometimes it could represent children. All right, so let's go a little more and see. Whoa. There is the Ace of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. Somebody's waiting for the truth, okay? This is what, either some creative project, you're waiting for an investment of some creative project, you're waiting for some truth, some justice. The Ace of Swords could be communication. It could be success and victory. It could be something that's very creative, that you create something new. And the Seven of Pentacles is waiting for the investment. So this can mean many things in the future. You could be waiting for your results. You could be waiting for your, like you waited a long time for this clarity to come forward. This could be clarity. This could be truth. This could be victory. So we'll try and see what this is talking about. I'm just going to ask Spirit for an ultimate future here. I'm going to ask Spirit for a future. Okay, it's telling me to take it out. Okay. I just saw the Tower. I'm putting it back in because I didn't feel it, but now it's calling me to it. Okay. Justice. Four of Wands. The Two of Wands. There's a lot of worry, and you could be losing some sleep right now over a situation. And what we're seeing is these do have naked bodies, so I can't show you this, but we have justice as your ultimate result, making a decision with the Two of Wands. And the Four of Wands is like celebrating happy times. This could be a ceremony. This could also just be peace and harmony in the home. So we're going to try and see what this is talking about. So I'm still not sure what we're talking about, what this dream is. So I'm just going to try and ask Spirit now for some clarifiers. Okay, Spirit. So we have someone, the overall energy is someone who's very independent. And there's conflict now with this independence. Okay, so Spirit, why is this person? Can I have a clarifier for the Nine of Pentacles? Oops. Yes, the Nine of Cups and the Seven of Wands. Again, this is someone having to stand their ground. Someone, again, you also had this Seven of Wands. So it's someone feeling like they have to defend themselves here. They have to stand their ground about something, and there might be conflict about it. Okay. And the Nine of Cups is getting a wish fulfillment, feeling very, confident and emotional about your choice and getting a wish fulfilled, whatever you're wishing for. So maybe Spirit's saying there's something that you really are hoping for, and it's saying this usually means a wish fulfillment. This is your overall energy. You want to be independent. You want to be, maybe there's some conflict here, and you need to stand tall and whatever else, what it is that you're doing. Maybe there's something you're working on. What did this say? Opportunities are waiting for you. Okay, I'm not sure, it's saying to be optimistic. Enjoy the beauty of becoming, and remember that you're amazing. There's something here, earned rest, loving complete, the Fool, fearless beginning. So your overall energy is that your wish, maybe you have to stand, defend your wish, whatever this wish is of yours. Okay, I'm not quite clear of what this is yet. I'm going to keep going. So it's saying to defend yourself, stand tall, stand your ground. Maybe it's competitive, whatever we're talking about. What is the conflict for this wish for pile one? What is the conflict? Wow. Okay. And I'm also seeing, it just told me the never stop growing. Okay. So maybe somebody this could be talking about someone's business or wish of a business, or something that they're working on for their independence. And it's saying here that the challenge is that maybe you're thinking of stopping this wish. Okay. Maybe this is a business that you started, and, and it's very possible that you may be thinking of ending it. Okay. And not doing it. Okay. Because maybe the wish that you had, it's like you have to fight for this wish. Maybe something's happening here with this. Okay. And that's why I keep saying how this is like something you started new, with a new beginning, fearless beginnings. You're working really hard, so maybe you deserve a rest. Ten of Cups is what's going to make you happy. Enjoy the beauty of becoming something that you want, if this is your business. Okay. And with the Ten of Swords, it's saying, like, maybe you're thinking of ending it. Maybe you're thinking of, starting a new plan. Maybe you're thinking of something like that. Okay. Okay, Spirit. Yes, the Magician. So Spirit's saying, like, you're really good at what you do. The Magician is someone who's very good at what they do. They're a master at their craft. They're very connected with their intuition. And yeah, I don't know if you're like, I'm kind of hearing like maybe you're guessing your ability, or you're second guessing your confidence in your gifts. Okay. And that would be a big no, because Spirit's saying that you are very talented and that you're very good at what you do. So if that's how you're feeling, we're putting that away right now. That's not what this is about. I just think that what Spirit's saying is that it's just very challenging right now. And all I'm seeing is that you're getting this gift. You're going to have opportunities. They're waiting for you. Okay. And, a meeting with a stranger could be important. Maybe you haven't met this opportunity yet. So maybe it's telling you to hang tight. Okay. And maybe this is just coming up. You clicked on this reading with the dove to fly, the bird to fly. And peace, it could mean, but it's also saying that, like maybe this is how you're feeling right now. You're just feeling unsettled. You feel like you want to be more independent, and this is what the conflict is. And you could be thinking of ending this business or this situation, for whatever reason. Okay. So let's see if we ask what the Emperor is here for. Now, Spirit, why is the Emperor here as the challenge? Still coming out as the Nine of Cups, a wish fulfillment. Okay, let's see. Now, this Emperor could be someone who's very knowledgeable, is very wise. They're usually someone who's very, they've been there for a long time. Like they're very, usually the Emperor is someone who's older, like more mature person. Okay. I'm starting to see the picture here. So the Emperor is usually like a father figure. This is someone who's very mature. This is like the equivalent of the Empress. So they're very strong and confident. Um, they're a father figure. This could represent a company, like a big company. Or just someone who's just very wise, okay? Who's been in, if this is like a plan of yours, maybe this could be you're wondering, you don't have enough experience maybe, and this is why you were questioning your skills, okay? Maybe the fact that it's saying you're going to meet a stranger, this is the person, you haven't met this person yet, okay? But what the cards that did clarify with this is very interesting, and I think we should get into it a little more, is still the Nine of Cups. You're still going to get a wish fulfillment with this. However, there's the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Cups. And it's very possible that the challenge is maybe when you meet this person, you may not trust this person, okay? That's what it's saying with the Seven of Cups. There could be illusions. Maybe this person, I'm not sure. We're going to keep going because I'm not sure if this is the challenge is that this person is someone that you don't trust. And they're making you feel confused about your goal, okay, about what you want to do. Or is this saying that this could be your conflict? You want to be independent. And it's possible that there's still confusion. Maybe you meet this person and they provide some information to you that could make you confused, and then you're doubting yourself, or you're doubting your dream or wish, this wish that you want, okay? This wish fulfillment. So this is what I'm kind of getting. It's kind of a little confusing, this reading. um there's something about this Emperor, so I just want to go a little more, because you're still getting a wish fulfillment and you have to defend yourself. Maybe this is someone's father figure who is not agreeing with your choice, and they're going to start, they're trying to make you doubt your dream here. Didn't it say, yeah, let your dreams be your wings? Oh my God, I didn't even realize that, guys. Let your dreams be your wings, and the bird is in flight here. Okay. So this is very interesting. This is very interesting. Okay. And remember that you are amazing. So what this is saying is, whatever your dream is, that now you had your dreams ready, you want to be independent, you want to get out there, but maybe this figure, someone in authority, someone who, maybe you look up to, it could be a company or a father figure. It could be just someone who's maybe in the industry longer than you, or something that has more experience, is not on board, and you have to defend it. And maybe they're making you doubt your dream. They're making you doubt what you want. Maybe this person's retired, I'm not sure, but they're making you doubt. Now you're like, have illusions, or you're not sure which direction to go in, and you're doubting it now. And here it is saying, don't do that. Okay? Don't doubt it. That's what I'm hearing. All right? I'm seeing you're going to find the peace. You're going to make a decision for balance that's going to bring balance, whatever this is. All right, it'll be balanced. But this is what I'm kind of sensing here. There's something going on here that's making you doubt. Have a little more. Yes, and it could be about your skills. Maybe you're doubting your skills. This person could be, making comments about your skills, or this is you collaborating with someone. Maybe this person wants to collaborate with you. Okay. And maybe, and not seeing if you should trust them or not. Let me just say, this is the challenge for you. Yes, because there's new beginnings for you. Maybe, this opportunity to work with others may open up new doors for you. Okay. So maybe the thing is that if you're doubting yourself, you may have an opportunity to connect with the stranger that the spirit was talking about here. Opportunity is waiting for you. And maybe, this can open up new passionate ideas, new passionate opportunities for you, by taking this chance. Okay. And can provide an open door, which is opportunities that are waiting for you. So let's see if we can get a little more as we move on forward. So Spirit's saying your focus right now is this King of Wands. And the King of Wands is very confident. They're go-getters. They follow their passion. They're leaders. They're bosses, right? That could be a fire sign, or it's just someone who just feels really passionate about what they're doing, and they're not afraid to make the change. They'll go for whatever it is that they want. Okay. They're very passionate. This is what the focus is. Yes, look at this. The King of Wands and the Ten of Wands. The focus is, it's interesting. There might be an action you need to take, and it could be feeling a little overwhelmed. You could be feeling overwhelmed by this action. And this is what the focus is. Maybe you're just confused about what action to take, because this person just seems like there's additional responsibility. They have a lot on their plate. They have a lot going on. This is what the focus is. Let's get a little more and see. Sometimes I'm just going to say, this Ten of Wands, could also be experience, okay? So you could focus on the experiences when you take actions here. Sometimes this Ten of Wands, yes, it may be a huge load on your back. It may be like a lot of responsibility, but these things cause life experiences, could cause you to have experiences that can value the plan for the future here. Okay. And this was the challenge, was this, maybe this is just being experienced in the field that you want to be in. And whatever action that you need to focus on, maybe the actions, the choices you make, can give you these experiences as you're going on, enjoying the beauty of becoming, right? And I am patient, it's saying. It's interesting. Let's just see a little more. Could I have a clarifier for this King of Wands? So we have the Six of Wands and the Knight of Wands. So there's the focus is what action you're going to take, following your passion. It's about your passion. What passion are you following? What are you going to do and go for with determination? And that's what this card was saying. All in and determined. You're ready to fight for this new beginning and go for it. You're in it already. Go for it is what it's saying. Focus on it. And what this is saying is that you'll have success. The Six of Wands is having success. after a battle, after this long haul. You'll have this is being recognized, being appreciated, being in the public eye, success, and everyone, praising your work, right? So that's what I'm seeing here. That very interesting, this read, because there's something that you should be focusing on. Maybe, instead of worrying about your skills, or, maybe you just wanted to be like, this challenge is that you were feeling, you were questioning your thoughts of where you wanted to go and what you wanted to do. Maybe you were just a little confused. But now, Spirit's saying focus on this experiences, focus on um, what you're determined to achieve, making the choices, and being found. This passion is very strong inside of you, and it shouldn't be dimmed. You should focus on this passion that you feel inside of you, and maybe not be influenced by others who are afraid. Let your dreams be your wings. Focus on your passion that's leading you wherever it's leading you. Okay. Yes. So the Queen of Pentacles is someone who's secure and stable, someone very generous, someone, a wealthy person. This could just be someone who's just very confident in themselves in the past. And the Four of Pentacles is interesting because this is like, maybe you just have a goal on your money, and this is what you want to improve your money. Holding on to this dream of yours of being the secure, stable, in whether it's financial or even your emotional stability. Hold on to that dream, okay? Because this is what got you here. And it's saying to hold on to it, okay? The strength is the sun. This will cause so much happiness. And what's interesting is there's conflict. So your strength or weakness is the conflict of what's going to make you happy. Maybe you're guessing, maybe you're second guessing, will this dream that I have make me happy? It's very interesting how this is coming out. You could just be worried, am I going to be happy when I do all this? When I finally get there, am I going to be happy? I'm seeing the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is feeling overjoyed with love and happy contentment, right? Yes, guys, you're going to have this star. I'm covering the body. It's a wish fulfillment. So whatever you're wishing for, yes, this may be a struggle. For whatever reason, there's a struggle here. Whatever whatever this conflict is, it's saying, you could just be worried, like, to make the dive, to make this choice, the fool, take the leap, right? Climb that mountain. You could be afraid. Am I going to be happy? Am I going to be happy? I'm seeing happy. I'm seeing opportunity. I'm seeing you getting a gift. You'll receive a gift, being open to receive, and the balance and justice that's coming. All right. And the star card is getting a wish fulfillment. It's getting the wish that you want. Okay. And this is what's clarifying this. So in the future, there is some clarity. All right. Now it makes sense. See, that's why I go through the reading like this, because now the story's making sense to me. This Ace of Swords is in your future with the Seven of Pentacles, which is waiting for your investment, waiting to see you worked really hard. And after you work really hard, you have the clarity. And then you realize this is how successful this will be, whether it's communication, whether it's this project that you start, okay? Whether it's, finally you're going to see the rewards from this hard work that you've done, all right? And this is the clarity that you'll receive, all right? And I do hear that you need to have patience. You have to have the patience for this. I am patient and kind, okay? And never stop growing. So there's something you're growing that's going to bring opportunity. You're going to start seeing the balance and the justice here. You're going to start seeing it. Be optimistic. I love your reading. It started off slow, but now it's kicking in. So what is the clarity that pile 1 will receive? What is the clarity? Wow. 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups could be leaving something behind, could be walking away from something. All right. Maybe there's something that you're going to be walking away from or having more clarity here. Maybe this person, this Emperor, was a big company and they were not on board with your idea. Whatever this is, maybe your decision is to start your own business, this own creative project, and leaving that organization or company behind. Page of Swords is speaking your truth, researching, putting your resume out. Maybe you decide to, you do some research here, and you find the clarity that you need, and you start seeing the investment. You start seeing the results of your hard work when you walk away from something or leave something behind. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So unfortunately, what I'm seeing here, this could be, really problem, maybe sad. Okay. Unfortunately, this may not be an easy feat here to do this. There's a lot of worry, the sadness. The 5 of Cups is sad and a broken heart here. These are not easy cards regarding the future here, but this is the clarity that you may receive. Okay, this is the clarity you may see when you get to the future here. Let's see if we could get a little more of what we're talking about. This seems, like a separation. There's something that you're going to be leaving behind. Maybe it's heartbreaking to leave this behind. Okay. Um, yes. Wow. All right. So what it's saying is that there is something toxic and I have to hide these bodies. So it's unfortunate that it's saying it now that there was something toxic about this energy. But this is the clarity you needed. Okay? Maybe the industry that you're in is toxic. Maybe there's this situation with this person. Could be a rule or a law that didn't fit right, that is toxic. Okay? And it may be painful to leave and it may be painful to walk away from. But after obtaining the research and after obtaining the information, it's very possible that you see something with clarity, okay, that you weren't seeing before. And maybe that's why it was so confusing. Maybe there was something confusing because there was something that was not there was something that wasn't good, okay? And you may receive the clarity for this. You may get clarity for this. And what I'm seeing is justice, making a decision. Again, you have justice. So this is bringing a balance. This could be a final decision, doing something that's right and finding the peace in it, the peace and harmony, okay, at the result. Very interesting. Yes, the Queen of Swords is here. Like I just said, I knew she was going to come out because she fights for justice. This Queen of Swords is very strong, and she is the one who stands up for justice. She stands up for what's right. She cuts things out that doesn't serve her anymore. So whatever this is, this conflict, whatever this is that's happening, that your dreams are being squashed, you're not getting a wish fulfillment. You have the it's saying, let your dreams be your wings and trust your dreams and trust your passion, and fight for it, because that's what it kept saying, how you had to fight for it. You have to stand tall, and stand your ground to grow. Okay. And I'm seeing that there is something toxic here that you're dealing with, or it may even be like coming up soon that you have to make a decision. You may learn some new information about why this has been such an issue. Okay. I'm not sure if it's about money or something here, but there's something that you may have to leave behind or let it go, or walk away from. Okay. And the Queen of Swords fights for this. She's very strong, and she may do this because there is something toxic here, and it may hurt when we let this go. Okay. When we walk away, this is change. It's a big change. This is with the Wheel of Fortune. But just to say again, this Queen of Swords fights for what's right and fights for justice. So this all could have been this conflict, and you working on your independence could have been necessary because there was something not right here. Something was toxic for you, and you finally stand up for yourself and you take a stand, okay? And you speak your truth, and and then you start to see the investment. You start to see the truth and the clarity, okay, that you needed to see. And again, we have justice and this decision for justice. You may choose justice. You may choose what's right. And finding the peace and harmony here, all right, in the end of it all. Yes, patience, healing, a balance. Again, this keeps talking about the balance. This will bring balance to whatever you were thinking of here. I guess your main thing was happiness. Your strength is you want to be happy. This 10 of Cups kept saying lovingly complete. You want to feel happy. What is this decision? Yes. Oh my God, pile 1. Again, you have the 7 of Wands. You're going to fight. You're going to stand your ground this time about whatever this is. That Spirit wants you to stand your ground. There is some reason to look brightly toward the future now, okay, with this 3 of Wands. It's saying to stand your ground. Yes, I'm going to hide her body. Strength. You're strong. You're going to be strong in this decision. You're going to decide to defend yourself. You're going to decide to stand strong. Okay. And whatever this dream is of yours, maybe you just want to be independent now, and you have all these things that you want to do. And yes, it might be overwhelming. May add responsibility, additional responsibility. You will be independent again, and you will, when you stand up for what's right, speak your truth, find the clarity. Even though it hurts, you're going to pick up, you're standing tall, and you're going to move forward with strength. You're going to make the decision to look toward the future, to make this decision, to heal, okay, and to bring a balance. With the ending is peace and harmony, being peaceful in a more peaceful situation. Yes, as the High Priestess. The High Priestess is very, look at her sitting there. She's just very confident, knows, you just know, you have an inner knowing that this is the right thing to do. And you're going to do it. And you're going to stand your ground. You're going to defend yourself. With a higher knowing, like an inner knowing that you're doing the right thing. It's like your intuition is yeah. Wow, guys. What came out was the Tower and the World, and I have to cover her body. But you got the Tower. Now, I know I saw the Tower before, and I was like, I don't want to bring the Tower out. And now it came out again as this, like, there's something that, with the World here and the Tower, it's like the end of a cycle. All right. There's something shocking that happens that maybe rocks, it ends the cycle here. Something, if it hasn't happened yet, or it may have, I'm not sure. This could be why this is all happening. You're thinking of, standing your ground about something, and, doing something on your own, and there's conflict about it. But this may help you make your decision, because this is saying that, this shocking, the tower is when something breaks down, it's very shocking, and very, quick activity, quick shock, breaks the foundation of whatever beliefs that you had of something. And this is, the world. So whether, it's good, the realization here is that maybe whatever this is, if this is a business that you have to let go of, if this is a person you have to let go of, it's the end of its life cycle. And that may be the hard realization that, it has to be done. It sounds like you may come to the realization that although it's hurtful, this decision is necessary for your growth to completion. Okay. Um, it's pretty steep. Yes, you're going to get a new opportunity for something, okay? With this Page of Pentacles, you're going to have an opportunity for new beginnings, something new that comes, some offer that comes to you. And you may at first be very, you're protected now with this Nine of Wands. This is the wounded warrior. And you have put these walls up around you to protect yourself, but it's possible that you could start letting these down to take this offer that comes to you. This could be the new opportunity that comes that you're waiting for, okay? This could be a new person. It could be someone new or a new offer. Be optimistic. Be open to receive. Okay, so that's the main message. Again, be open to receive. Because after all this a lot of trauma, whatever's happening here, may put you so close behind these walls that it'll be difficult for you to open up. All right. So Spirit wants you to know you might get a small offer. Consider the offer. Okay. Be open to receive. Yes. I just saw this Knight of Cups. This might be romantic. This person may want to come to you and offer you, they want to woo you. They want to show you, they want to be romantic, or they want to, offer you something. And it could be just a little offer at first. And you may be afraid from whatever happened here to let them in. So Spirit's saying be open to receive. Okay, so be open to receive. And here's the Death card. Now the Death card is talking about an ending, and I'm noticing the big sun in the back, and this whole thing was about the sun, right? So something ends, and then you have all this bright opportunity, all this new birth, new beginnings for you that will start up. And that's what I'm seeing, okay? Yes, the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords, again, look at the light in the sky. This is when someone leaves and they go to more peaceful times. So whatever the chaos was, whatever hectic situation it was, it's now you get in the boat and you go to calmer waters. It's like more peaceful energy. You'll learn, you'll have more peace, okay? And that's exactly what this Four of Wands means, is having, happy times, peace and harmony in the home, just having peace. Okay. So I think that's a beautiful ending. And it's saying it will happen very quickly with this Knight of Swords. So, wow, guys, this is such a read. Okay. So let's read your cards and see what they mean. Okay. So the first card that came out was the Mountain. And the other card was the Stairs. So I'm going to read the Mountain first. And this card says, look for the gift in the challenge. A mountain appears in front of you as your spirit prays for a vision. This is the time for action, daring, and great potential. You may not know exactly where you are going right now, but you do know that you need to keep moving. You know within your heart that you must travel into the unknown. You must lose yourself and move away from your comfort zone to break free. Right now, you don't need a big plan or an answer for everything. Trust that the path will appear as you start to move. Take the first step, then take the next step, and so on. Focus on the obstacle ahead of you and not on the entire mountain. When self doubt starts to rise, look within your heart and remember why you started. This is the most important thing you need to carry within your heart to reach the top. Your intention to find a vision for your life. Don't rush, but also don't procrastinate. There is still time, but there is no time to waste. Stepping out of your comfort zone, finding your path, daring greatly. Love it. The other card is the stairs, and it's number 1. Wow. And this card says, start where you are. Today, a new path opens before you. Life gives you the opportunity for a new beginning. Before stepping onto this path, know that there will be challenges, but also trust that when the time comes, you'll know how to overcome them. You'll be surprised at how strong you are when you are put to the test, and you will discover your power along the way. That's like the magician. You need to start where you are with the tools and the knowledge you have now. Don't wait for the perfect moment because your entire life will pass you in search of it. Go at your own pace. You don't need to rush. The only person in this race to beat is yourself, and the ending is not the destination. Learn to fall in love with the process. That is where the beauty of life happens. This moment is your wake up call to go in search of life that aligns with your purpose. Would you accept the call to adventure? Beginning anew, starting fresh, starting a new chapter. That is a beautiful reading, pile 1. I'm just going to read to you again. Archangel Uriel says, a tremendous transformation is occurring in your life and in our world. Heaven and earth are uniting. Spirit and matter are working as one. Your heart and mind are balanced, living, and loving in harmony. Okay, that's your reading, pile 1. I hope you liked it. Please like and subscribe because it really helps my channel, and I appreciate you. You could comment, leave me a heart, something. It shows me that I'm still on the right path of what my journey is. Thanks again, and I'll see you again. Until next time. Hi, pile 2. So you picked this beautiful little brass elephant. Love him. I have to face him toward the door. My mother, who's passed now for 2 years, used to tell me the elephant had to face the door. The trunk had to face the door for good luck. So I'm facing him that way. Okay, so I had already shuffled some oracle cards for you, and there were more than one that came out, so I will read 2. Same thing with pile 1. So you had a few more cards that came out, and I'll just read them here for you now. So your first card was the Crow, and I'll read this to you at the end, see how it pertains to your reading. And your other card was the Sword. And I'll read these for you at the end to see how it pertains to your reading. Your angel card, healing angel card, is Faith. And it says, stay true to your heart. The storm clouds will soon clear, and the sun will shine once more. It's a nice message. And then you have a few of these positive affirmation cards. I create my own path and walk it with joy. Grow positive thoughts. Take one step at a time. There is no one better to be than myself. Allow yourself to dream. Same kind of energy as pile 1. So these may be connected. So right now I'm going to pull an overall energy of the mood. This is for pile 2 spirit, the elephant pile. What do they need to know? I love that. Grow positive thoughts. This is for pile 2 spirit. Pile 2. Thank you. That's what I wanted. Fed up. What is going on, pile 2? So someone could be feeling fed up or frustrated. And we have self-confidence at the bottom of the deck. Same situation and change. We have same situation with pile 1. I'm going to pull some of these right now. Oh, I'm hearing to pull a tea leaf first. Tea leaf for pile 2. Oh, we have one on the floor. Way too many, spirit. Okay. Okay, what's interesting is the ear was on the floor, but you also have an eye, which I thought was interesting. So the eye is psychic ability. Trust your intuition. Ear is good news. That's the one that fell on the floor. Broken ring, parting of the ways in either romance or business. Victory in some endeavor. Unicorn, use your intuition to make beneficial changes. This is great. Hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally. Sorry, there's a lot that came out here. The month of March may be beneficial here. Kite, vacation. That's 2 like take a break cards. Leg, stepping into a new experience. They could have had a cute leg on there. Ladder, climbing towards success. And mountain, major challenge to overcome. Interesting. Sorry, there was a lot of these, but we'll see how they pertain to your reading. I let it, if they come out, that's what comes out, and we'll work with it. So I'm going to pull overall energy here for oracle cards. Let's do a little more, and then we'll lay out the tarot to see what the reading's about. This wants to come out. Chemistry and passion. Remember, awakening. Regret, repression. Let's try and put these like this. Okay. And fate, detours, divine intervention. Seven of Cups. Interesting. Says it's a grandiose temptations. Seven of Cups is usually like you know, confusion, having choices. And they're calling it here in this deck grandiose temptations. So maybe having many options, okay? Page of Cups is new excitement. This looks like a baby with wings, a little cherub. This could be promising of love here. Ten of Coins, lasting security. To me, this is with Pentacles. This could be family, contentment, happiness in your financial matters or family. Okay, let's pull some cards. So what I'm going to do is just lay the cards out into a spread, and then we'll get into the clarity of them. Okay, we'll clarify them. This is for pile 2, Spirit. What do they need to know? The first card is the Knight of Pentacles, and this is like about perseverance, okay? Reaching a goal, but taking time to reach that goal. Knight of Pentacles. Let's keep going. What is the challenge? Wow, conflict. Okay, so very definitely relating to pile 1. This is about conflict. So let's see what we can do. We'll lay them out in the spread and then try and find out what the conflict is and what the suggestion is here from Spirit. What is the focus, Spirit, for pile 2? What is the focus? 2 of Wands is the focus. It's a decision. And the other card that was flipped up here, and I didn't feel like it was the card, was the 9 of Wands. And that has to do with like protection, protecting yourself, putting up boundaries. But maybe this is what the focus is letting down those boundaries so that you can make a decision. Okay. Past energy. Again, the 7 of Cups. It's validated with the other 7 of Cups here. So this is about having choices in the past, you know, or having illusions, maybe fantasies or ideas of how you would like something planned out. Or it could just be confusion, someone being confused, okay? And we'll put some clarify to this in a minute. Yes, you could be putting a block on something here or having a tough decision to make. Maybe your partner was a stalemate in the past, okay? And that's why there could be confusion. Maybe, you know, it was someone kept their options open. Yeah, because someone has regret and they're remembering something from the past here. But there was a lot of chemistry and passion. Let's see, what is the strength or weakness here for pile 2? Yeah. Wow, guys. So I don't know if I could show this body because there's a lot of bodies on these cards. But you got the 10 of Swords, and I'm going to cover the body, and then the Lovers covering the body. So this is the strength and weakness. The strength and weakness could be that maybe there was somebody is still in love. Maybe someone that you loved very much. There was an ending. Okay. So if this was a relationship, maybe the relationship ended. You know, maybe we'll try and get clarifiers for these cards, but this is what the strength or weakness is. You know, maybe someone that you loved very much, if you were in a relationship, that relationship might have ended. Someone's fed up, okay, with someone's behavior, okay? And maybe the love could be someone choosing to love themselves. So it could have many meanings. But let's see what we're going to go on here. It's also a strength or a weakness. Maybe that's ending and someone's going to be focusing on this new commitment, okay, with the 10 of Coins and the Page of Cups. So let's see what's going on. Let's not Let's just keep going. Yes, because someone's thinking of walking away, or maybe in the past somebody walked away or had to let something go. All right. Let's keep going. This is with the regret. Taking a vacation. Use your intuition. Victory in some endeavor. Good news. Yep. Parting of the ways in either romance or business in the month of March. Climbing towards success and ready to step into a new experience. Okay, so let's see what the future has here for pile 2, and then we'll get into the reading. Ace of Cups. This could be new love, self-love, or renewed love. What is the result here? Judgment. So this card was, I don't know how it was flipped, but Judgment was here. It's like making a final decision. There's a lot of bodies on this, so I have to cover them. So this could be making a final decision, having an awakening. We also have Remember Awakening when it comes to new love, okay? Rebirth, starting over. Maybe you get the opportunity, just, something ends and you get the opportunity to start with new love. All right, we'll find out what that is. And then my throat chakra is starting up. All right, so we're going to do, what is the result here? 5 of Swords is having some sort of conflict. With justice, doing what's right. Interesting. Finding the balance. Yes. Okay, guys, this is like the same kind of reading. At the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles it's your financial security, your stability. It could be emotional security. This could be your with your money or your emotions, okay? This is someone who commits. This is family. Again, Ten of Pentacles. You got 10 of Pentacles and you got 2 of the 7 of Cups. So there is some confusion about of settling down here, of what you want to do. And again, we have this 2 of Swords, which is right next to it. So there's a difficult decision you have to make. Maybe there's a stalemate. Maybe there's something that but you're not willing to, like, you don't want to take. It's like you could be aware of it, but you're not doing anything about it. You're not making a decision because it's a tough decision to make. All right. Also, a card that flew out was the Death card. So the Death card means there may be an ending to start something new, for a new beginning for you. And I'm going to put these together because these came out together and these came out together. So this is pretty interesting how you're clarifying with these double cards here, which it's like really important that it's not normal, so it's saying that these are very important to draw your attention to these, that you could be confused about this happy ending here, this commitment, this lasting security, and it looks like you may have an opportunity for a new beginning, but the problem is it's going to be allowing something new to come into your life. All right. And that's what I think this is. There might have been someone that you were with. You had a lot of, you're remembering someone from the past, possibly. I know there was a card here and I don't know which one it was or where it went. I probably put it back in the pile and I don't remember what card it was. Okay. The reason why I couldn't find the pile, the card, is because I put it over here because there was double. So you have 2 7 of Cups and 2 10 of Pentacles. So I'm leaving it here now so I remember and I don't do that again. So let's get back to it. So let's go into now your overall energy. Now we're going to get into the reading. We're going to clarify what the cards are talking about. Let's see if we can get a little more information. So the Knight of Pentacles is having a goal in mind. It's persevering. It's, taking time. It may take a while to achieve a goal that you have in mind, but it's saying that you'll get there. This is what you're destined. You're determined to achieve this goal, whatever it is. Let's see if we can get a little more of what this Knight of Pentacles is. This could be, if this is not you having a goal, this could be someone who comes to you offering you something, but they take a while to offer it. Okay, so this is what the overall energy is. Let's see what this is. I have a clarifier for the Knight of Pentacles, Spirit. Yes, okay. So we have the Nine of Wands clarifying. Yes. Excuse me, all of a sudden my throat chakra is acting a little up. Okay, so clarifying this Knight of Pentacles is the Nine of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. Excuse me. This could mean a couple things. The Nine of Wands is someone who's a wounded warrior, someone who has their walls built up, someone who's being protected. They're ready, for the other shoe to drop, basically. It's like, you're not really relaxing in the energy. You're not really, you're still worried, or you have some sort of, someone who's been through a lot. And now these walls have protected them. These wands have protected them from hurt. Okay. And this is how they're protecting themselves. So maybe it's been a long time. All right. And what it's seeing is with the Five of Pentacles is you could be feeling a lack somewhere. You could be feeling abandoned as well. You could be feeling destitute, maybe emotionally. You know, someone, you could just be holding on to this and trying, knowing that it's taking a while to trust again, to get out there again. Okay. This could be, this could be the energy right now. It's like your energy is that it's going to take a while to achieve the goal. Maybe this a goal is to feel better. Okay. To be able to trust something again. To have, right now you feel wounded, you could be exhausted right now, so, and you could just don't have any energy left in you, and that's what this could be saying. It's taking a while to reach the goal of feeling better. It could, this is what this could mean. Okay. And your challenge is this conflict. This could be internal conflict. This could be outside factors that are giving you some conflict. So let's see what Spirit says the conflict is to achieving this goal. It's taking a while to achieve here. What is the conflict? Why is the Five of Wands here for pile 2? Wow. So we have the King of Cups and the Six of Swords. And this could mean the King of Cups is someone who's very loving. This could be a person around you. This could be, someone who wears their heart on their sleeve. They're expressing their emotions, or this is how emotional someone feels. You could love someone very much. Okay. And this could be the challenge to something. Okay. The challenge is, the conflict is, you could really love someone very, very much. The challenge could be, that you're choosing, it's very emotional, something that is, whatever this is, that's you feeling a lack and you having to protect yourself, could be very emotional. Okay. And you could be with the Six of Swords is like mentally checking out. maybe that's the challenge. Right now, you're still like mentally checked out. You're, reserving your energy. You could be feeling very emotional. And this could be, just saying it's just taking a while to feel good or to get to this destined goal that you want. And the challenge is right now you could just be like mentally checked out. You need some peace. All right. It kept saying vacation, vacation. Maybe you're thinking of taking a vacation right now, or you're on a mental vacation, like you're checking out from anything right now. Okay. And that could be something that you're going through. All right. Um, so let's see what this could be. Moving away from this. Yes, we have the Hermit and the Temperance and the Five of Cups. Wow, guys, you're deep in your feelings right now. This is someone who's depressed. Again, we have regret or repression. Um, Not saying that these are the same, but sometimes this card could mean regret. But someone is like still healing, okay? And someone could be feeling sad, very emotional. And we have Temperance and the Hermit. So they may be withdrawn right now. And this could be, how you're feeling. You'd be feeling withdrawn. You're still healing, maybe to find the balance. Maybe this is emotional balance, or, you could be dealing with depression, okay, or something sad. Um, and this is why you're having a challenge right now. This is what the challenge is. Your emotions, with Temperance is someone who's healing, finding patience. I think you had patience here, didn't you? Thinking positive thoughts. Okay, I thought I saw patience. Maybe that was the other reading. That might have been pile one. Okay, but it's saying the Hermit is when you take time for yourself. Okay, maybe right now your energy is calling for you to take time for yourself, to withdraw, and and it's taking some time to achieve this goal. What you want is this happiness, all right? Because someone's feeling fed up, all right, and there's some self-confidence here. Okay, so maybe that's what this is saying, and this is what this is talking about right now. So the challenge could be, that you're going through something, okay, and it's taking time. All right. The focus here now is some decision that you're thinking of making as a focus. So let's see what this decision could be about. Wow, that's way too many. Okay. I'm telling you, Spirit's telling you to take a vacation. Okay. Spirit saying vacation. I think it came up twice. You had two like vacations. Taking a vacation, physically or mentally, vacation. So again, the focus, this could be like your decision is to take a break, take a rest. Four of Swords is recuperating, resting. This could be a spa day. This could be you taking a vacation, okay? And this is what the focus is. Maybe you're just saying, I mentally am taking a break from whatever it is, whether it's love, I'm taking a break from work, I'm taking a break from it, my family, whatever it is. All right. And that's what this is saying. This is your focus. The Eight of Pentacles is actually talking about you're working on this. This could be your focus is to take a break, to make a decision to do this. Okay. And also what I'm seeing is the Six of Wands is being successful in this choice. Okay. Feeling a form of success after a long battle. So you're focusing on feeling good. Okay. And the Six of Wands is success, victory. So this is what your focus is. You may need a break. You may need a mental break. You may need a vacation. You may need to take some time to be successful in feeling better. Okay. And this is what the focus is. And if it's not what your focus is, and maybe Spirit's saying this is what the focus should be on, is you taking the break that you need, the rest that you need, and deciding, maybe you're planning on, like I said, going somewhere, taking a vacation, making a decision, for this, to feel good. All right. In the past, there was some sort of confusion. Let's see. Okay, why did pile 2 was confused? Okay, because I just saw the 8 of Cups. It's okay. Someone could be overwhelmed with the 10 of Wands. And the 8 of Cups has to do with like walking away. Yes, someone was immature. Maybe someone started something new. Let me just see. And the 8 of Cups is like letting something go, leaving something behind in the past, okay? Or walking away from something. That's too many. Okay. It's too many, but they're kind of important. So let's just say the sun was reversed here. Okay, the sun fell out reversed, so which means somebody wasn't happy. All right, somebody is overwhelmed, whether it's emotions or someone was confused about something that they started a new beginning with in the past, or had to deal with someone who might have been immature. And I'm seeing it had to do with someone who you were in a partnership with. Okay, this Knight of Wands maybe had an energy that was a little inconsistent and it made you confused. Okay, and this gave you a feeling of maybe they were a stalemate, or maybe you had a difficult decision to make. And this Magician could be, could have a couple of meanings, you being in control of the situation. However, sometimes the Magician could mean someone who is like manipulative, okay, someone who played the scenario. Okay, so if this is talking about a person in your past who maybe caused confusion because it was overwhelming to you, okay, you weren't happy, they could have been immature, or it just feels like it was stalemate energy. And you could have been feeling like, with this partnership, maybe you felt like there was someone you had a good connection with, but their behavior was inconsistent. They're like inconsistent. They could be feeling played like a puppet, okay? And this is past energy. What I'm seeing is that might have passed, all right? The strength is that ended, okay? But there's still some thoughts about it, negative thoughts. And that's why I think Spirit's saying grow positive thoughts. Maybe you're just having, some anxiety about it, or just feeling stuck why this ended, or this energy that ended. Maybe you just really had a lot deep feelings for them, and it's hard to get over. Okay, so you could be stuck in this energy. You had a lot of chemistry and you can't understand what happened. All right, and that's what I think happened here. What ended here? Yes, and it was the Chariot of moving forward. The Chariot has to do with moving forward, being victorious and successful. You're trying to get over, and you were, and you did. Your strength is you're trying to move forward to get over this connection, okay? But someone still feels stuck. So maybe you're not quite there yet. You're determined to get there, but you might not be there yet, okay, with this ending. Maybe it's still lingering. Maybe they're still playing you like a puppet here, which is causing you to feel stuck. This 3 of Pentacles, maybe they included you in a third party situation, or this a third party influence that's affecting it. Okay. There's still a lot of chemistry, but someone's getting fed up with this energy. Okay. Yes, the King of Wands is taking an action. So maybe you're planning on taking an action now, or they're planning on taking an action. There might be someone else who comes in. You might be taking an action on a new decision to make for either self-love or new love with this Ace of Cups. Okay, let's get a little more. Yes, someone's going to stand their ground and defend themselves. Maybe your action is defending yourself and taking control of the situation, deciding to love yourself now with this Ace of Cups, or allowing yourself to open up to someone new. Yeah, so you were waiting for this person. Maybe you thought they would come around, see, like you thought they would come around and start anew with you. But maybe you've been waiting a long time, or you've been waiting a while. And that's why we started with this Knight of Pentacles. And maybe that was the goal. You were waiting for this person to come and see the light. Okay, maybe they didn't see the light. And that's what the confusion was. Maybe they said promises that weren't there. Something happened here. And, you've been waiting and waiting. Now your decision is to take an action here, to start anew. Maybe you're going to start with someone new. Okay. There might be new opportunities for love here. Yes, the Queen of Pentacles, you're going to feel secure. Your confidence here is building up again. All right. With this self-confidence, this like fate. There's no one better to be than myself. So this is saying you're going to be in your power again. You're going to stand in your power when it comes to this new in the future here. You may just realize I waited long enough. I'm going to choose to love myself or be open to new love. There's like two new things that are happening in the future. Maybe it's just hard to release this energy. But when you do, because you're getting fed up, when you finally release this energy, it's saying that there's new opportunities for more. Okay, new. And you'll have the confidence. This is what I'm seeing. You're very confident. And the opportunity here with this security and stability, this could be a new person who comes into your life. This King of Pentacles is very mature compared to what you dealing with some immature person. This could be someone who's like already established. Maybe they're just very, they make you feel secure and stable. This would be a nice person who comes into your life here. Mm-hmm. This could even be your finances, like if we're not talking about love, I do think we're talking about love here. Um, it seems like, and this king is very equivalent to this queen. They are very, very, they're good connection here. Look at them. They're like perfect partners for each other. Okay. So, maybe it's saying that, you've been holding off from love right now because of something that's happened. Maybe March is very significant, parting ways in either romance or business. Maybe there's good news. Maybe you meet someone else here that's like really like a good partnership for you. And I do see like there's a lot of people here. So this person may still be lingering. This could be the third party. You could just be getting sick of it and you choose to love yourself. You start anew and you might meet this person. It's saying you will. You'll meet this new person to give them the opportunity with this passion here to connect. Okay. In the future, I'm still seeing some sort of conflict, and with justice. So unless there may be this person with Justin, let me just see. I just feel like there may have to be a conversation that comes up to end that, to like finalize it, because someone feels defeated. Or they just decide to walk away. Like you don't want to play in that fight anymore. You may be the one who walks away and says, you know what? I don't want any part of this fight. I'm just walking away. And this will be the justice that you get. Finding a balance. You don't want to be juggled. Okay. And, justice is making the final decision, with karmic justice. The Empress. You're an Empress. You should be being treated like this Empress. Look how secure and stable she is. Look at how confident she is. She's beautiful inside and out. She should be treated like royalty here. And this is abundance and growth, okay? So whatever's happening here in this situation, I do see like um, there's room for improvement. Okay, you'll be increasing. You may get a message of someone from passion here. Someone's trying to hold on. They may like give you a, they may reach out to you and they may try and bring you back into this energy that they've been doing for a while. And and they might try and bring you in this pentacles again, like this party of three, or this they want to collaborate, or they just want to bring you into this situation. And you are an Empress. You're too good for this. You vibrate on a higher level. Trust your intuition when it comes to this situation. Yeah, the Four of Cups is that you trust your intuition to reject them. Okay, that's what I see. You'll reject that offer. Look at her. She's completely like looking away from this cup. She's like, I'm not interested in your cup anymore. You made me wait a very long time. I'm an Empress and I deserve to be treated like this king is going to treat me. You're going to have this opportunity for this great combination. This person will be such a compliment to you in the future. And it won't be like this, but that person may still try and linger around. And you're going to have to make a karmic decision here to break that. Okay. This could be like karmic justice happening, and you could just walk away from them. Okay, and reject this offer, because I feel like, and that's why the energy is like, if you notice the cards have separated here, I feel like they're going to come again. You're going to meet someone really special. Yeah, this Knight of Cups. But I still believe this person's going to be a thorn in your side. Okay, I think they're going to try and come back. And yeah, Knight of Swords. They'll be determined too. So it's important to, yeah, again, with the Magician, I feel like this Magician is like the player. So they want to manipulate, they want to make sure they're able to control you. And this is going to be your decision. Yeah, look, this Two of Cups. And that's why, I don't know if you noticed that, but how the card just shot over here. And this was the main thing. This was an ending. And this person gives you stability and security. And this confusion will be no more, because this person will be lasting security, stability. This Page of Cups, this is going to be someone new. It's not going to be this person who's causing, what's the word I'm looking for? Nonsense. It's nonsense. They're inconsistent. They want to put you in a third party situation. It's all about fun and having fun, and so you don't need any more friends, right? This is like the friend and social party, social event. You don't need more friends. You're looking for security, stability, and I think, like I said, something's going to end. There'll be a new beginning, and this new beginning is going to be someone very special. This all these aces, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands, someone you've waited for a long time will be like your person. Okay, it'll be someone who really compliments you, and and I love it. Three of Wands, how you'll look brighter to the future. This will give you something to look forward to in the future. Okay, because right now I think this other person is deceptive. All right, I wouldn't trust this person, and I think to trust your intuition. To reject their offer, whatever it is. Okay. I don't think it'll be easy. I think they're going to make it difficult for you. So, yeah, wow, guys. All right. So just remember, grow positive thoughts. I create my own path and walk it with joy. Take one step at a time, because there is emotions involved here, and there's love. You have a lot of love for this person. So it's not easy to just let go. Okay, but you are getting fed up, and you're trusting to have self-confidence to make this change. There is no one better to be than myself, and allow yourself to dream. And I'm just going to read this one card again. Was faith, Stay true to your heart. The storm clouds will soon clear and the sun will shine once more. So it's going to get better. Just remember that, that there's this extra special person that's coming. And it was saying divine intervention, like fate. There's a reason for everything, and this person's going to come. So I'm going to read to you your cards. You have the Crow, which is card number 31. The Crow. And then the other card was the Sword, number 16. Oh, no, wait, not 16. 46. I don't have my other glasses on. So let's read these for you. The Crow is 31. Okay, so card number 31, the Crow. Not every battle deserves the same energy. Not every battle needs to be won. That was what someone walking away. This is exactly, I cannot believe how good this is connecting. It says, the spirit of the crow asks you to understand this part of being a warrior is accepting the uncertainty of life and recognizing that sometimes you simply don't have the answer. Being the hero is knowing which battles are worth fighting. Not everything deserves your precious energy. It also means knowing which battles you must step away from if that means keeping your peace, and which battles you must lose without that meaning giving up. Life is not about winning all the time, it is about learning. So if right now you must take off the armor and rest, do it. Don't ask yourself for more than your spirit can give right now, and what you can offer at this moment is enough. So, this card means learning, restoring, and preserving your energy, avoiding unnecessary conflict, and surrendering. And that's exactly what this was saying about your focus right now should be to rest, take a vacation, mentally check out, and listen to how you're feeling, right? That's what it's saying, because you'll be successful in when you do that. Great card. Okay, so that's the Crow, and then the Sword, number 46. Okay, and this card says, things will work out for the highest good. This is a sign that you will soon find a fair solution to something troubling you. However, it doesn't mean you'll exactly get your way, but you have to trust that it will turn out for the best. The divinity is always leaning toward justice and the highest outcome. Whatever happens, you need to remember that sometimes being at peace is way more worth it than being right, and the universe will give you what you need to achieve harmony. If you've been feeling frustrated or irritated, you need to understand that the outcome is not in your control. Let go of the frustration and worry, and instead surrender. Trust that justice will come and you'll get what you deserve. On the other hand, this card can also mean there is a situation in which you've been unfair and you need to correct it to be at peace. So, in balance, feeling justice, experiencing good karma, taking action, being fair. Wow, pile two. That is some message here. That's your reading. I hope you liked it. Please like and subscribe because it really helps my channel. And I really do appreciate you. Thanks again, and I'll see you again. Until next time.